Soccer Show. DannyBrams is back, still in black. Not going to play the AC/DC this time, but I'm here with another Decoding the Presser post-season loss. Still hurts, but if you heard, if you watched, if you listened, if you saw, if you shared, if you telepathically imbibed into your head the episode that I did decoding Laddie's post-game presser, then you probably know that I'm mostly trying to look on the bright side of life about the whole thing. I'm embracing the feeling of look where we got, look at the goal we achieved. Yes, it's not the way we wanted to end, but we got some super special experiences. We built for the future. And speaking of the future, we're going to hear from the future himself momentarily. Patrick Agyemang's words coming right up. But first, we're going to start with the captain. We're going to listen to what he had to say after the game. I'll tell you what I think about it. We're going to listen to what Patrick had to say after the game. I'll tell you what I think about it. And we will go from there. How's that sound? Without further ado, the captain.
This to go, how would you describe, how the team came out and what transpired?
It's a tough one. It's a tough place to come. Obviously, we know how they play. They press high. They put it in behind you. So it's tough. But the one thing I can say is I'm proud of how this team reacted the second half. We didn't come here and we didn't roll over. We come here. We fought back. We had a chance to. Obviously, we got 2 goals back. We had a chance to make it 4-3. Just inches, matter of inches. But we can be proud of our season. Hopefully we've given Charlotte something to enjoy and celebrate, because Saturday was an absolutely incredible occasion, and maybe it just that emotion got us tonight, and we were just a little bit lackluster. So, but it's been a long season, a tough season, but one I'm proud of these boys. They're an incredible bunch of people.
Do you feel like
so? You kind of heard what Latanzio tried to say about inevitable and we lost our intensity and all that, and this is like the better version of that, if you will. No offense, but Westwood knows how to talk about to the people and to the fans. He's all about the community around the club, and the way he phrased that suited me much better.
The pieces are there for you guys and building in the right direction?
We're on the right path. Ever since League Cup, I keep going on about it, but we've found a togetherness. We'll have a break now, and like I said, it's a big winter for this football club, and we come back. We work hard over the winter, and we come back and we're excited for another new challenge to take this club forward again.
Thank you.
All right, Steve.
Hey, the New York came out and they were playing very, very well tonight. Got behind early. The resilience of the team is something that is learned that can carry on to other things. Is this just one of those harsh life lessons?
It is, yeah. Like I said, we didn't roll over. We could have come here, thought the season was done, enjoy it, and get beat 5 or 6-0. But we didn't. We fought back the second half, and we were in there. It was like I said, the ball got flashed across the box to make it 4-3. Just wasn't meant to be. But the lad stood up. I thought, like I said, Patrick, come on. He's not had many minutes, but he was. I've just said to him there. Then that's one of the best substitute performances I've ever seen, and he can take credit for that. He's had a good season. He's broke through. Same with Andrew. Now it's time for them to have a good break.
Patrick, y'all talk about me? That's amazing to me. That's just one of those hilarious real life moments. As soon as Ashley mentions Patrick Agyemang's name, Will Martin brings him into the room. Absolutely insane. His ears must have been burning for sure. I'll let Westwood finish in a second, but I will say, he cited the same play. Again, I'll go back to the Latanzio episode that I did where I was not really happy with CL citing the play where Carroll crossed it and Brecht couldn't get there to finish it, and the manager was talking about some kind of phantom touch that Patrick had that got it offline that I didn't see, that I didn't really appreciate being mentioned personally. You notice how Ashley doesn't ever try to bring Patrick down, and he's like talking about, he said one's the best substitute performances I've ever seen. You talk about too high, too low, and that balance and riding the wave. Like, that's not hyperbole. That's a guy who just finished his 15th season as a professional, and he just called that one of the best substitute performances ever seen. We'll continue to listen to Ashley here, and then we will hear from Patrick himself shortly.
Work even harder and cement their places in the team.
Yeah, Patrick essentially willed that goal. I mean, it's like he would not be stopped on that. Is there any, in your experience, other goals that you've seen in the Premier League or others that compare to him carrying those guys like into the net?
He's incredible up there. Like I said, we see it in training. I try and stay away from him. He throws me all over the place. So that goal tonight it's his strengths.
Incredible.
It's what we need to do. When he has come on, we've not played to his strengths like that. So tonight he's shown what he was all about. And I think as a team as well, we know we can play a different way. Like the second half, we match what they do. They play it long. We get the second ball. So we know we've got another string to our bow, and it's exciting for next year. I can't wait to get going already.
Translation on that one is protect Patrick Agyemang at all costs and put this guy on the damn field more next year. I think the pressure to do it's going to be intense on Laddie. I think he'll finally have to get over his seeming bias against giving young players big responsibilities, although he did it with Andrew Privet, kind of by necessity, and certainly with Adil Malanda also. So let's get Patrick Agyemang in there. And if I was Ashley Westwood, I'd be excited about next year already too, knowing that, I got a guy who's just an absolute terror and someone who, like, in the flashes he's shown, has the potential to, like, take over the damn entire league for the crown. You know what I'm saying? So Westwood wants him on there. We all want him on there. It's like they're talking about him like he's not even in the room, but he is in the room. He's like right there. We just saw him walk in.
Thank you.
All right, we'll end with Jorge, and then we got Patrick.
Actually, you guys ended tonight with 5 goals against you all season. The defense has been an issue. Is that a conversation that you guys have had? I mean, for a lot of matches, you guys have suffered, and you ended it with 5 goals against you.
No, not at all. Because we kept the clean sheet against Inter Miami, which was one of the best teams in the league.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better when the reporter's like, "Hey, is it this? Like, what do you think about this? Like, this big problem you're having?" And the player's like, "Well, actually, it's not a problem at all. So go F off." That's pretty funny.
So we've shown we can do that. Tonight was just one of them things. Like I said, there's a lot of emotion Saturday night. Maybe we went to Miami a week ago. We've had a lot of games in a short space of time. So it's not about the defence. The defence have been brilliant the last 5 games. They've been the bedrock for our performances getting into the playoffs. So it's not about that. It's
right.
It's a collective team, and like I said, tonight was just one of them things. But we've got a never die attitude in there. We've got a real togetherness. The lads believe. We believe in what we do. So, like I said, I keep saying it. I'm really excited for next year for this football club.
Nice. And then in the fan base, there's a mixture of, some people aren't satisfied with the season that Charlotte has had. What would be maybe your message going into next season of what they can expect from this team?
Well, we didn't start very well. Well, obviously that was something we need to do right next year. But we got to a quarterfinals of a Leagues Cup, which we were on the road. We got tested that way. We've made playoffs for only this is the club's 2nd season. Don't forget. So I think we need to look at other teams and how they did. Like Cincinnati, I think it took them 3 years to get there. So no, we think we've had a strong year. We're building, and like I said, the fans showed that they stuck by us every step of the season, and we're grateful for that. I think we've got the best fan base in the league. Obviously, we come here tonight, and the warm up, it was flat. There was hardly anyone here. So that's how grateful we are of our fans. Our fans turned up. We heard our fans more than their fans tonight, even when we're getting beat 5-2. So we've had a positive year, I think. Like I said, Leagues Cup, reached the playoffs, just fell a little bit short. But no, it's building blocks for this football club, and it's 3rd year next year, so we know what we've got to do, and we know what we need to prove on.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Westy. All right, we
Thank
got
you.
Pat right here as well.
Oh, Captain, my captain. I wish I could get up and stand on my desk, Dead Poet Society style. That is how you do it. That's how you answer that question. They come at you. The media is always out to get the stir up trouble. They're stirring the pot there. What's your message to the fans about the bad season you just had? My message is we didn't have a bad season. It's actually a good season for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason, and those reasons. I love it. It was a good season. I know it feels bad to lose 5-2 at the end, but I refuse to be negative about what was accomplished this year. The Leagues Cup run that Ashley cites was tremendous and spectacular and fun, and it was great to be playing those knockout games, winning penalty shootouts. We beat Messi in our place, the first MLS club to beat Miami in a league game in which Messi, Busquets, and Alba fared. Latanzio got to shake hands with Jordi Alba after the game. I mean, imagine how great that was. We achieved so many great goals this year. So I want to look ahead to next year, just like Ashley is. Can we just end the offseason right now? Can we just come back to training camp tomorrow and get Ashley Westwood out there, blowing whistles and having guys running wind sprints? I think it would be amazing.
Actually,
but we're going to talk about Patrick Agyemang because he's the man, and let's hear what he has to say.
Probably one of the best ones that he's seen. Talk to me about coming into a match where that you guys are down and what you brought to this team.
Yeah, every time I'm on the bench, I always just analyze the game and focus on what I can do to help the team if I get my name called. So I always want to stay ready. I know I went on a stretch of games not playing the game, but I'm always ready because that's what I want to do. So when I got the shout, I just told myself I'm just going to work hard and be a presence and bother the backline as much as possible. So
if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's right, Patrick.
When I finally got the chance to score, I helped the team, so it was good.
Nice. And what do you make of your season at Charlotte this year? I mean, you came in, you've gotten minutes, you've become somewhat of an important player for this club now.
Yeah, I think it was a positive one. I'm very proud of myself and, of course, the team. But, personally, I think I really just wanted to work hard and learn as much as possible. I feel like I was a sponge and taking in information and just going with it and just trying to be a better version of myself on and off the field. So I learned a lot, and I'm just excited for next year because I hope that I'm able to impact the team even more.
Translation there. I'm tired of sitting on the bench. I learned a lot. I'm ready to go. Play me, please. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go Steve, and then we'll end with Carol.
Patrick, your goal was big boy goal there. A lot of players would have felt the contact, especially when you have someone hanging on your left shoulder like that, and gone down trying to get the easy penalty kick call there. You look
Look
more
at
like
that
an
smile on his
NFL
face when
tight
they
end
talk
carrying
about
him into
taking
the end
contact and
zone.
not going down. This
Was
guy,
there,
he knows what he's capable of, and he loves it.
Given where Charlotte was at that point and kind of pissed off at where the scoreline was that part of it, that you were not going to be stopped on that?
Yeah, I think once I seen the center back come to challenge with the ball and I bounced him off, I just told myself I'm just gonna try to go all the way. And I knew someone was coming on my left shoulder, so I just told myself to hold him off as much as possible and wait last minute to push it in front of the other defender. So when I got in that position, I was like, I'm not gonna just go down. I want to score and help the team. So it's one of those things where you're in the moment and you just focus on just putting the ball in the back of the net, and that's exactly what it was. It was just me in my zone.
And you didn't celebrate.
I mean, what more needs to be said? No decoding necessary. I'm better than you. I don't care if you're hanging on my shoulder. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm faster than you. I'm smarter than you. I will fling you around like a rag doll. Now we know why Westwood stays away from him in practice and doesn't want to get flung around, because he's just like, he does it for fun. You saw the smile on his face. This guy, he tosses defenders around for fun. It's absolutely like, and we drafted his ass, and we get to see him play, for years to come if we can handle the business end of it and make sure he feels appreciated in this club for sure.
And neither did Kerwin after his golazo, because you were also in the moment of where the game was at that point, getting it back on. Did you feel like when you got it back to 4-2 that it could have been different?
Yeah, of course. I felt like it could have been different. There was even an opportunity where Carroll crossed the ball, if I didn't touch it, maybe Brecht has a tap in, and then it's 4-3. So it's like little things in these games that can easily change so quickly. So.
All right, I got to apologize to freaking Latanzio now, because after I called out Latanzio for citing Patrick's touch, Patrick cited it himself. So, you know, but players know. Players know when they make mistakes. They don't necessarily need the coach calling it out, you know, to the world in the post-game press conference. But you know what?
When you score, it's like next 5 minutes, what can we do
And
next?
was it
What
even
can we
a
do next?
mistake?
Because at the end of the day, it just takes moments. And I know we didn't take the chances, but anything could have happened. So I just wanted to restart the game, get the game going right away, to just give ourselves more opportunity to score.
Thanks for your time. Safe travel.
Thank you.
All right, Carol, take it home.
Take it home, Carol.
Everybody's asked about your goal. I'm just saying, you seem like a nice guy, but I think you turn into a beast when you're out there. Maybe not intimidated by anybody.
Yeah, of course. As a striker, it's like, you know, you're going to play against bigger center backs and bigger guys and people that are very physical. So you got to match that or even top that. So I know that on the field or off the field, I'm just like a chiller guy, but on the field, I gotta show what I can do and not be intimidated by nobody. So anytime I get the opportunity to show it, I will do it.
What, you know, you're a young guy. What do you take? What do you think you'll remember from tonight, maybe on the field or what you heard in the locker room from coaches or veterans around you?
Yeah, I think it's just on to the next. The main thing is I used to struggle a lot with dwelling in what I did before. If I missed a chance or something, it would take me a little bit to get back into the game just because I'm thinking about the opportunity. But here I learned a lot about the next, everything's the next, and I learned a lot to do that. So when the opportunity comes, you may.
He learned a lot about MLS next, bro, by playing many, many minutes in that league, for sure.
They're down.
That very physical, so you got to match that. But I gotta show what I can do and not be intimidated by nobody. So the main thing is I used to struggle a lot about the next, everything's the next, and I learned a lot to do that. So when the opportunity comes, you may not take it, but the next one will come right away. So I learned about that, and just to be calm and patient with yourself as well, because at the end of the day, it is my rookie year. This is my first year, and I learned a lot. I've learned to play with the next pro and up here. So it's just a learning thing, and just to bring it into the next year to help even more.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, guys.
Be a goldfish. Don't worry about what just happened. If it went bad, worry about what's going to happen next. And I think that's such a beautiful metaphor from Ted Lasso. I cite it all the time on the show. Patrick brings it up there in relation to individual chances and like things that might go wrong in a moment on the field. And I want to extend it and apply it to all of us as the Charlotte Football Club fan base. Would be funny if it were SC instead of FC. Charlotte Football Club fan base, the tifos of this show, the people who hate this show and are just hate watching it because they think I'm ugly and they just want to laugh at that for 20 minutes. That's great too. That doesn't bother me. Just make sure you subscribe. All of us need to be a goldfish. We need to think about what's next, and think about what Westwood said. Think about what Agyemang said there. It's what's next. It's not about what just happened. I know everyone's mad that we didn't win MLS Cup. I know everyone's, upset that we didn't get to host a home playoff game. But we played in the playoffs. We had our shot. We kind of fell on our face. That's going to happen. I got stories to tell. I plan to, I got a great golf story that I'm going to tell about falling on my face in golf on the podcast with Johnny. I can't wait to tell him. And I can't wait to just, see what happens this offseason. So can't wait to be back with more Charlotte FC. Thanks for following along and listening to my sort of takes on the takes, if you will. I have a lot of fun doing this, so I feel like we might do it next year, a little more regular basis. Got kind of a late start here, but never too late to start something new and get excited about it. So look forward to seeing all of y'all, being in touch with all of y'all on social media throughout the year. We'll have episodes, sporadically, and we'll crank them out. We love to give you all the content. Thanks to all the people who met us this season in kind words. We'll get into all the. It's been Decoding the Presser, and it's always for the Crown, baby.